I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball that you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too, and I want y'all to...
Angel Reese once boldly declared that the reason people watch women's basketball is because of her. A gutsy proclamation, sure, but bold words beg for bold receipts. And when Reese returned LSU with the Chicago sky for what should have been triumphant homecoming, reality had something a little less glamorous in store. Rejection. Cold, empty, undeniable rejection. Let's not sugarcoat this. The self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie came back to Baton Rouge expecting a hero's welcome. Instead, she played in front of a ghost town. You'd think LSU would roll out the purple carpet for their former star. After all, this is the same campus where Reese danced on national TV with a national championship trophy. The same LSU where fans once screamed her name like she was their basketball Beyoncé. But when Angel Reese walked back into the PMAC arena, it wasn't screams that met her. It was silence. Deafening, uncomfortable, and very, very visible silence. The 13,000-seat arena barely passed the halfway mark. Just 6,300 fans showed up, and that's a generous count. Even if you rounded up and counted every usher, janitor, and concession stand worker, you'd still fall short. Let's break down what those numbers really mean. In a building that needed 6,670 people just to hit 50% capacity, Angel Reese missed the mark by around 300 bodies. That's not a near miss. That's a full-on faceplant. The upper bowl? Completely shut down. Why? Because they couldn't even fill the bottom bowl. Entire sections were untouched. Rows of purple plastic seats sat quietly, watching nobody. Photos from that night are circulating online, and they are devastating. It looked less like a professional basketball event, and more like a forgotten open mic night. The kicker? Tickets were dirt cheap. Most seats cost just $15, a price tag lower than parking at an NBA game. Cheaper than a movie and popcorn. Some tickets were being given away for free. And yet, still, people didn't show. You could have added a coupon, a selfie, and a free hot dog, and fans would have still passed. When someone talks as loudly and often as Reese does about bringing eyes to the game, missing the halfway mark in your own backyard is brutal. You don't need to be a statistician to know what this means. The draw just isn't there. Now, let's pivot. On the same weekend, Angel Reese played empty chairs and echoing bleachers. Caitlin Clark was busy creating what can only be described as a basketball earthquake. Her preseason debut at Carver Hawkeye Arena sold out in 27 minutes. Not hours, not days, 27 minutes. That's Beyoncé-level demand for a preseason game. Fans were refreshing their screens like it was Black Friday, scrambling for a ticket to see Clark play in a game that didn't even count. And this isn't just an Iowa thing. Wherever Caitlin goes, the crowds follow. Opposing teams are now moving their games to larger venues just to accommodate the Clark effect. That's not hype. That's measurable impact. Let's call this what it is. A reality check. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both had preseason homecomings. One felt like a national holiday. The other? A poorly attended family reunion. One had fans paying hundreds, sometimes thousands, just to catch a glimpse. The other couldn't fill the lower bowl with free tickets. You can't spin this. Not with Instagram reels. Not with TikTok trends. Not with headlines and hashtags. The people spoke, and they did so by not showing up. And that silence is louder than any claim Angel Reese has ever made about her influence. And here's the part that's honestly wild. Angel Reese has millions of followers across social platforms. She's everywhere. Endorsement deals, fashion spreads, talk shows, you name it. She's mastered the art of going viral. But you know what doesn't lie? Turnstiles. And when those turnstiles don't spin, all that online clout starts to look like smoke and mirrors. You can't convert likes into live attendance, apparently, because those 6,300 fans weren't just disappointing. They were revealing. Imagine the uproar if Caitlin Clark had returned to Iowa and played in front of a half-empty arena. The media would pounce. The critics would shout. But Angel Reese? The silence from mainstream outlets is telling. Everyone's too busy pretending she's beloved to report the reality. They're clinging to a narrative that just doesn't hold up anymore. The moment Angel Reese proclaimed, "The reason people watch women's basketball is me too," the expectations skyrocketed. And that's fine if you can deliver. But when the cameras zoom out and reveal aisles of empty chairs, you don't need a press release. The seats said it all. Want more proof? Let's talk economics. Caitlin Clark is creating a financial boom. Teams are cashing in. Local vendors are thriving. Resale ticket prices are skyrocketing. She's not just an athlete. She's a stimulus package in sneakers. The Indiana Fever are literally printing shirts that say, "Every game is a home game," because everywhere they go, the arena fills up like it's a finals matchup. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's preseason debut had the energy of a discounted Groupon event, and still no one bit. Maybe you're thinking, okay, one game, bad marketing, bad weather. But no, this is a trend. Caitlin Clark is packing out arenas she's never even played in before. Angel Reese couldn't sell out at LSU, the very place that made her a national name. Caitlin is drawing basketball fans, period. Not just Iowa fans, not just WNBA fans, basketball fans. And that's the key difference. Reese, for all her flair, still hasn't proven she can translate popularity into actual support where it matters. There's a massive disconnect between Angel Reese's brand and her real-life impact. She's great at generating headlines. She knows how to keep her name trending. But when it's time for tip-off, the fans are somewhere else. Maybe it's the overexposure. Maybe it's the talk not matching the talent. Maybe it's just that people are more interested in her outfits than her offense. Either way, when your own alma mater won't show up for your return, something is seriously off. So what is Angel Reese really? A basketball icon in the making, or a content creator in a jersey? Because one of those fills arenas. The other fills Instagram comment sections. This isn't just about jealousy or rivalry. It's about receipts. And right now, Caitlin Clark's got them all. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is still searching for hers somewhere in those 6,700 empty seats. If the WNBA wants to grow, it can't afford to build its future on influencers alone. It needs draws, real ones, players who can fill a building, sell jerseys, ignite conversations, and drive revenue. Caitlin Clark is doing that. She's making preseason games look like playoffs. She's the reason opposing teams are scrambling to rent bigger venues. She's the reason ESPN is clearing space on the schedule. Angel Reese might have been the star of Unrivaled, but nobody was watching. This isn't hate, it's reality. Angel Reese can continue to talk her talk, but unless she starts walking into arenas that want her there, it's all just noise. And sure, Mama Reese can clap back on social media all she wants. But even she can't cover those empty seats with championship banners. The difference is clear now. One player sells out in 27 minutes. The other gives out free tickets and still sees half her arena empty. One is reshaping the WNBA. The other is reshaping narratives that no longer hold up under the lights. So what do you think? Is Angel Reese a basketball icon or a brand in decline? Is Caitlin Clark the real needle mover in women's hoops? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you ride with Clark, type CC is the needle below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates. Thanks for watching.